Today I'm going to be testing out this Turtle Wax Headlight Lens Restorer Kit. I picked this up from my local Target for about $8. So I'm going to be taping this off and kind of doing half of the headlight just to see a before and after to see how well this kit actually works for $8. So in this kit, I'll show you everything that they provide you. They're going to provide you with one plastic glove. You're gonna get 2 sanding pads with 4 grits total. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. They give you both a spray lubricant and a lens clarifying compound, which is going to be used during the process to help remove this old oxidation and get through. Then they're going to give you a couple of wet wipes inside, so you can get the base coat and the sealing wipe. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and start off by taping off the lower half of this headlight, so that we'll just go ahead and start with following the instructions and cleaning up the top half, and then I'll pull the tape off to compare and have a before and after. Okay, I've got the headlight bottom half taped off, so I'm just going to go ahead and follow the instructions here. And the first step is just to wash the headlight to get all of the loose dirt off of it. I did that earlier. I wiped this down. The second step is to take the lens clarifying compound with a towel here and go ahead and polish the light by hand. So I'm just going to take a little dab and apply it and work in small circles here around the light. Alright, so I can see that this has already helped clear this up a little bit, but it's not perfect, and it definitely could be a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and follow on to the next steps here, which is to take the spray lubricant and start with pad number 1. Using pad number 1, we want to use the spray lubricant and apply it to both the pad and directly to the headlight. And here you want to be generous with this to make it as smooth as possible, as wet as possible, so that this glides over easy. And you want to go in a left to right motion with this step. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down. And the amount of time that you spend sanding this down is really gonna depend on how oxidized your headlight is. The more oxidized it is, the more time you will want to spend sanding this down. Okay. So we can see that after that step, it's kind of hazed back up a little bit, but that's okay. Once we go through the rest of the steps, it will eventually polish out and become clear again. So the next step is to flip number 1 pad over and go to number 2. Again, spray the pad and the headlight. And the difference is this time, step 1 we went left to right, so step 2 we want to go up and down. We want to go 90 degrees parallel to what we did. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe all the liquid off of the lens again. The next step, we want to grab pad number 3 and go through the same. We're going to wet down the pad and the headlight, and this time we want to go back to that left to right motion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry this off again. And then the final step is to flip this over to pad number 4, and we're going to go up and down this time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dry this off. Okay, now that that has dried again, the next step is to go back to the lens clarifying compound and wipe the headlight down again. Okay, so I've gone ahead and polished it and let this dry. So now we're going to take the base coat wipe, and we're going to go ahead, open it up, pull it out of the pouch, and wipe down the headlight. Okay, so the instructions say to wipe down the light, and if you're doing 2 headlights, you want to, at this time, wipe down both headlights with this base coat and let it dry. And then as soon as it's dry, then you need to immediately follow it up with the lens sealing wipe and give it 24 hours to cure. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one more quick wipe down, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this a couple minutes to dry. Okay, the base coat has now dried, so I'm gonna go ahead and open the sealing wipe. Okay, so that headlight is done. The instructions say that it takes 24 hours for the sealing wipe to cure, but you can immediately drive the car afterwards. So it's up to you. If you want to leave it in your garage overnight, or if you need to use the car, go ahead and use it. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of time to dry, and then I'll be back to pull off this tape and we'll see how it came out. So it's been about 3 hours since I wiped the seal on, and I've gone ahead and let this dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull off the tape so we can compare the before and after. So here you can see how much sanding that and resealing that has really cleared up that top half of that light. I have also used the kit here to restore the lens on this right side headlight off the same Lexus ES, and here is the before shot, and I'll be right back with the after. And here is the results from doing the whole right side headlight, where I did the whole thing. So I just showed you the before, and here's the after. Anyway, so for I mean, for an $8 kit, I think that was pretty good results out of it. And I hope you found this video useful, and thank you for watching.